I want to show you something about big data. It's time for lunch, and let's go somewhere where we can chill in the sun. I want to show you something about big data. Today is about how do you recognize big data? How do you know that you should use big data tools? When you should use big data? Because the problem is, a lot of people don't know when to use big data. Big data right now is a trend, and you can use a lot of money if you want to go to, or if you use big data tools like Hadoop and so on, and you don't really need them. And here we are. Okay, so usually people tell you about the 4 V's first. 4 V's of big data, and the 4 V's: volume, velocity, variety, and veracity. So basically, volume is you need a lot of data. Velocity is you need very fast data. Variety is you need different types of data, and veracity is that you cannot believe your data. It's uncertainty. It's a lot about uncertainty. For a lot of people, the problem is, what is volume? I mean, what is a lot of data? How much is enough? How much is big? You know, a SQL database can hold a lot of data. And how much exactly? Let's find out. Okay, Google, what is the maximum size of a SQL database? A SQL database can hold up to 256 terabytes. 256 terabytes. So they say this limit can even change up to the maximum permissible size of 65,536 terabytes. So this is quite big. As you can see, the size alone doesn't matter, and the speed, the velocity alone doesn't matter. It's a combination of that. But it's not that simple. There is one more factor nobody is telling you about, and it's this. I've even made a print. So the idea is this. See this graph here? This here. This here. This is the axis. This is one more step. And as you can see, this is a linear growth. So it's always one more. It's always more. But linear, a straight line. This is something we know, and this is something we can plan very easily. You know, if this is today and this is half a year from now, you know how much growth you will have, and you also know how you can adjust to this, so you can plan ahead. This is very, very simple. It's something we know, everybody knows. And the problem is, I made a small trick here. If you look at the scale now, it goes from 0 to 10 to 100 to 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000 to a million to 10 million. You know? 10 million. So this is a logarithmic scale. A straight on a logarithmic scale, a straight line on a logarithmic scale is exponential growth, and exponential growth on a normal scale looks like this. It's the hockey stick curve. So it starts very, very small down here. Down here it starts very, very small. Very small. And then suddenly it goes through the roof. The problem is you have that slow growth down here. And up to this point here, up to this point, you can scale very good. It works perfectly. And then, once this starts, it's over. It's over. You cannot scale anymore. Everything gets stuck. You're finished. And this is what a lot of people are missing. Exponential growth is one big factor in big data. It's my rule of thumb. If there is no exponential growth in the future, or it's a typical system, it doesn't look like exponential growth is coming, you may not need big data. Of course, there are some other issues, but if there is no exponential growth, it's very hard to justify using big data. Do you have experienced that people are using big data tools? They don't have exponential growth. They might have volume or velocity, but they don't really need it, and so they invest a lot of money and don't get results. That would interest me a lot. What do you think? By the way, we are here on the River Main. It's our local river here, and it's quite big. It stretches for over 500 kilometers. While I'm waiting on the time-lapse shot here right now, what I forgot to mention, in the video description below I will post a link to one of my infographics about the 4 V's of big data. So head over to my website iotdonequick.com and check that out. Anyway, if you like that video, leave a like, or if you don't like it, you know what to do. See you on the next one. Almost forgot I need to buy something for my mother-in-law from the local garden center. Yeah, let's see if I can get it. Look at this. I just went and built this awesome rig for doing a time lapse. Here is the camera, and it's on that bendy tripod, and it's filming something, and then I realized it's the wrong garden center. So I'm going to take the shot anyway and then drive to the other garden center. Oh, that shit's heavy. Oh.
So